Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, I am so sick of this Chrisean and her sisters. It's always something with Chrisean every day. Look, Chrisean is trying to throw everybody off. Chrisean is trying to throw everybody off as if she got it like that. And she does not have it like that. I'm going to just get straight to the point. She doesn't anymore. She doing all these shenanigans and till she bluefus, just like royalty said, bluefus get out of prison. And she don't know what to do with herself. And I tell you, I don't know if anybody else see it, but the stuff that goes on between her and her sisters, to me, it's always a play. It's always a play. Chrisean, you always, when you need your sister, it's always something that they end up doing to you, and you always become the victim, like you always claim to be. If it is not enough money, if you are doing your big one, being able to go to work while somebody is able to have your child, you're gonna have to pay them whether that's your sister or not. And if you have that mentality of where you think that you shouldn't have to pay your sister because they're watching your kids, that's sad. Now you could go to your siblings and be like, "I'm having this situation," and be straightforward. But Chrisean, she's out here, she's acting like she got it like that. If you got it like that, and it's my response, and your child is just like, you know, he comes with more problems than most. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that, he needs more help that you not even getting him yourself, but allegedly. But everything in this life is for entertainment purposes only. Everything is allegedly. Okay? I'm just saying that because it is a child involved, and it's very sad what Junior has to go through. Chrisean Jr. I don't know why she named him Chrisean Jr. I don't. It's just like, once again, she it's the tension on her to name a boy the same name as his mom. I just feel like she seeks for attention. And every way she looks, if she's in the house by herself, she's still thinking about herself when she's looking at her child. Like, it's ridiculous, and it's being proven how she is right now. Like, you literally have your child with your sister. You're only thinking about yourself when you're out here with these guys and partying. I do know you have to work, but you have to make time for your child. I don't care. At this point, I don't care what age you are. You're just being stupid at this point. Oh, people say, "Oh, is she still a child?" Chrisean's sisters still treat her like a baby, and I'm just like, ain't no way I would treat her like a baby. She doing adult shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest. You doing adult stuff, and you want me to treat you like a baby? No, no. And plus, your age says you're not a baby. The things you're doing, you having a child, you got to get up. It's people went through real situations that's and worse than you, and had to deal with a lot and doing better than you mentally, because they knew what they had to do once they had that child. Like, I just feel like she's taking advantage, and when she comes together with her siblings, they know what's up. They be knowing what's up. The game is real. You got a sister here on the internet, and all of them gonna stick up. I mean, majority of them is gonna stick up for Chrisean, because you know why? They feel like she's the money maker, and I feel like Tasiki is, and I feel like Tasiki been the talent of that family, but since Chrisean came out with Blueface and start crashing everything, and you got these people with the same mentality as Chrisean start coming out, right? And start liking her because of how she was, because they're like that too. You know? And I just pray for the little girl. But she's an evil girl. She's an evil girl. You know, she done got back with the friend. You know, only way I see she got back with Marge is because what is Marge holding over your head? Because even when Marge claimed she wasn't your friend anymore and she came on live talking, it seems like she was throwing hints like she said, your shit don't stink. You act like, what I don't like is you act like your shit don't stink. And it's just very funny. Marge is coming all in, all aggressive, like, yeah, I got something over her, and she's gonna take up for me before she take up for her sister. You know, because I don't know why everybody. I'm gonna tell you. Yes, I do. They come for Tasiki, and you got Tyron that she's sticking up for Tasiki, but I feel like Tyron should have been stuck up for her sister, should have been said something about Tasiki and what Chrisean said about her a long time ago when it happened. You don't wait till something happens to you and then you stick up. Yeah, I mean, it's just a whole toxic family. It's just a whole toxic family, man. They don't, you know, I ain't gonna sit up here and say you care about me and I love my sisters when with this type of stuff going on. That's why I say, what do y'all do? Chrisean, you always needed them, and then you always sitting up there saying that they are doing something to you. It's always you're playing the victim. Oh, they what did she say? They was asking her for money. Tyron, her sister, asking her for money. I'm like, don't she got your child? I don't listen. The sister did not bring that child into this world. And for all the damage that Chrisean has done, you ain't got no business question nobody about how much stuff costs while you around here bragging about this, that, and the other. Because we all know you're not trying to get your life together. You're hiding behind these scenes and still doing the same things and try to come out like you're a perfect person on screen. We already know you're a fake, you're a fraud. You're just trying to keep up with the program and you can't even do that. She can't even do that. I'm just being real. If you sit and you pay attention to her, she don't know what to do with herself right now. The support of Blueface is down here, and whoever the support Blueface had they must not be helping her because she don't know what to do. She switching from one thing to another. She popping up in places. And why is everybody with chaotic? Like, I don't get it. I just don't get it. Everybody with chaotic ends up with chaotic. That's weird to me. Boy, chaotic, come on now. Don't be placing yourself. It was good when you were around to seek it, but now you got Chrisean over there. And her motives ain't right and true. And if you're a real dude, you need to separate yourself from Chrisean. You can sit up there and say, I ain't got nothing to do with this and that, but somehow you're going to still end up in the middle. Somehow, because Chrisean is a liar, a big liar. And chaotic, I thought you know what I'm saying? I looked at you. I ain't going to say I thought. I looked at you, and I'm still looking at you. Before I've been to change my mind, I'm still looking at you as a good dude. Now you placing yourself, I don't know if you're trying to do just any and everything to get attention, but Chrisean ain't the way to go. Anybody that has Chrisean around them, you know, Chrisean needs to be by herself and get herself together. And that's something she can't do. And anytime you find people that can't be by themselves and get themselves together, then you got to question that. That person will do anything. That person will allow you It's so many situations that I can say that could happen when it comes to stuff like that. Chrisean is wild. Chrisean is a wild girl. And that guy who she's with, all of this is his baby mama comes out, and all of this is a publicity stunt, if you ask me. Somebody that's trying to keep afloat. They both trying to keep afloat, trying to figure out what they gonna do next. Looking like my girl Bobby and Whitney. You know what I'm saying? I don't think even Bobby and Whitney wanted to be in the situation that they wanted to be in. I mean, that they was in. You know, for a lot of people, they come out and they try to portray themselves like them, but them people didn't even want to be in that situation that they was in. They had so much pressure on their back. So many people around them in their business. Been in the business for years, decades. Chrisean ain't been in that business and been in the business that long. And look how of a crash out she already is. She came in crashing out. For people to sit up there and act like this girl is a baby. She's not a baby. Stop acting like she's a baby. Sorry about that. I was on mute. But yeah, stop acting like Chrisean is a baby. She's not no freaking baby. You know, it's just crazy to me. People keep putting this girl on a high pedestal, and y'all stop acting like she the matriarch of y'all family. These girls act like her siblings act like she's the matriarch of their family. She's not. She's nowhere near. This girl, to me, allegedly, she likes to set up people. And when she's around people, it's always something that goes wrong. And it is because I feel like it's always going to be something going wrong because allegedly I feel like she, off the real alleged baby daddy, run, though, Ronnie, that family has to grieve over their child every day because he obviously stayed in some mess dealing with Chrisean. And now he's gone, and the baby really actually is supposed to be his, allegedly. Now, all of a sudden, she don't have him. Why you don't have a Chrisean? Why you have the baby over there with your sister? Why? Because what? Are you running like from DHR, CPS, whatever? Are you running from them? That's what I want to know. Because that was crazy to me. All of a sudden, you on screen, you're getting your teeth done, and then next thing you know, now you don't see your child. The child crowded on the floor. Now we don't see your child. Now we're sitting up here, we're looking at this stuff. And you talk about we're being judgmental, but at the same time, this is exactly what we see. So our eyes are deceiving us. Everything you do, we're seeing it. We're seeing it on screen. And it's like you don't give a damn. As a parent, like I'm finna stop calling her a parent because she is not one. Like seriously. It's 16, 15. I can go down, even further down. Children that know better than Chrisean does. And know how to treat children better than Chrisean does. Crazy word. It's crazy word. You got a lot of people trying to justify the fact that if Chrisean baby is over there with her sister Tyran, okay, if she's asking for something, Chrisean is not extorting you. That is your child that's over there. And what I'm doing all this for what? And you got to take care of your child in a roof that is over their head too. You somebody like Chrisean has to learn. You can't go out here bragging and then having children. She at least had 11 abortions. You can't go out here making decisions like that, and you're grown too. You're grown. You can make the decision, but if you're gonna make those decisions like that, know this: you're grown, and you gotta be responsible for your own responsibility. Chrisean is a crash out. And there's no way I would sit up there and allow, you're going to have to help me too. Because you don't know what this is doing to me. But I'm trying to help you. Except I'm behind closed doors. Chrisean is in the public eye. Me personally, if I was in her sisters, I'll be careful about getting the baby, because Chrisean is not, she did not, before the baby came into, especially with CPS not being involved. CPS would have had to know to get that baby to the doctor as soon as possible, because Chrisean hadn't. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you're doing it without CPS, she can blame you for anything that has happened thus far to that child. And you don't want that. Because Chrisean is very envious and very evil. She is very jealous of Tasiki and her rise to fame. So I probably would have never got it, especially would have never got the baby. Sorry, it's no disrespect. But I would have never got Chrisean Jr. unless they went through CPSs. Unless they had to go through CPS or DHR, however it is, wherever you from. That's the only way I would have got that child, because just talking about babysitting and that's it. Shoot, all Tyron made her is not one to ask her to babysit her child again. If you cannot afford the payment of what I have to do, because this is not my child, this is my nephew. And my nephew comes with a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? And so if you're not willing to pay the price for what is owed, then, for what I'm sitting up here helping you with your child, then okay, just don't do it. Just don't do it. Don't say somebody is extorting you. Chrisean comes up with something every time. She comes up with something every time, but you call on your sisters. You call on them, and crazy as they be there, knowing that she's gonna do this type of crap to them. It's crazy. They know this. They know that she's gonna do this stuff. Very envious and very plotful. Yep. Very envious and very plotful, Chrisean. She don't know what to do with herself. The darkness is living within her. I do pray that darkness away. But right now, you can't hide from God. And you sure ain't hiding from God, but you can't hide from us either, because we see and we read in between the lines. Only thing we just have to, for entertainment purposes only. It's crazy. But Chrisean, they got to stop treating her like a baby. She's not a baby. She's doing adult things. And she's, I feel like she is maneuvering throughout life. She don't know what she's going to do. This is why you see her do all these different things, but if someone else is taking care of your child, it's no price on that. You're sitting on this internet, you're bragging about what you have and what you got, and this here costs this much, and y'all go get y'all some money. Just throwing that out there to her fans and the people that call themselves looking up to her. She throws it out there to them. Go get some money on. And I'm like, you sound stupid. Because anytime when people sit up there and say stuff like that, they obviously not making money. They obviously not making money. They trying to keep things going. You're getting mad at what you got to give someone that has your child, but you don't get mad about when you're going to these clubs, drinking all this alcohol. Put the alcohol down and go take care of your own child. Put it down, go take care of your own child. Put the blunts down, go take care of your own child. Then next thing you know, you're sitting up there, you're talking about the person that's taking care of your child. But the thing is, you're not seeing anything happen wrong with your child. So what are you talking about that person for? I just don't like the way that they try to sit up here, and when they know that they plot. Chrisean said they're sitting up there trying to extort her. They're not extorting her. It's all part of the plan, plot, in which they all of a sudden come back together after how long? It takes them forever. They sit up here and they come together. I couldn't be around nobody like Chrisean. Even at my young age, I could not. I promise you, I'm not gonna sit up here and call this young girl no mother, because she's not mothering. You know what I'm saying? And she didn't even have to be the perfect and best mother. She just has to be, enough for her child. But she takes her child and she goes before her child. This is how I feel. This is what I see. This is what I see. I see her going, her taking herself before, because she feels like she's young and I gotta enjoy my life. And you got a whole bunch of older sisters older than you. The price is big when you sitting out there making hundreds of millions or millions or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And if you want your siblings to help you, you gonna have to make sure they straight too. I mean, because they don't have to do that. They don't have to do that, Chrisean. Y'all stop babying that girl. Stop babying her, because she's not gonna get far being baby, and because y'all feel like she's a star, the matriarch of the family, and she's not. She's not. She's nobody to look up to. Only way, what I say is, if I can see Chrisean really changing her life, and I have my opinion, I can have my opinion about this, because I'm sitting here watching you just crash out all the time, from the beginning all the way up until now. You are being very deceitful. Very, very deceitful. I get her lies. They come to me, whether it's on TikTok or whether somebody sent it to me. But I'm not finna sit up there and watch her live with her feeling like she's better than her people, the people that rose her up, because it sure wasn't me. I'm gonna tell you now, you celebrities are no better than the people that are regular. So yeah, I mean, y'all's just in the spotlight. She's no type of person to look up to. But that's all I wanted to say about Chrisean. Like, y'all stop babying her. Stop babying her, because that's not what it and these sisters of hers, they know what be going on. Chrisean does this repeatedly, just like people say about Peach McIntyre. Neither one of them, they got messed up attitudes, and it's demonic. and you don't place yourself around people like that. When they say stuff and when they do stuff, they crash out. They don't care about nobody. They letting you know. So why deal with them and watch them come back through their healing process, their real healing process, where they can open their eyes? You're gonna see that too, cause you know why? The negative was so positive. Positive, it was reaching out to a lot of people. Then you got a lot of people like me that want to see these people change, and I'm gonna come back for that too. I'm gonna come back for that. I'm not gonna be there for their negative mouths and what they say about other people, how they sit up here and look at other people down here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna be there for all that. I'm not finna be there for all that. They don't care about. They get the money in their pocket. People like Chrisean and Peach McIntyre, they forget whatever they've been through. They forget it. And the only reason why Chrisean wants her sister around, because she really truly thinks she's better than her sisters. She really thinks she's above the program. And she wants them to stay worshiping her, stay babying her. Oh, let me get back with my sister. It's always a plot with Chrisean. It's always a plot. I don't even know why Tasiki or the other girl even started back going around her, even had a conversation when they know that she's not genuine. I know Tasiki had to take it with a grain of salt because that's her sister. But please watch yourself with your own sister. I'm telling you. You know, we all know y'all got them hands, but y'all also have feelings too. You know, and you don't, when your sister betrays you, you have to really think about that and make sure that this person is not that person still when they coming back into your life. I'm just being honest. Like, Chrisean is nobody to sit up there and look up to. I'm gonna say she is not a good mother. You know what I'm saying? Because no mother is perfect. You know what I'm saying? But really, you would look at some Chrisean to break that cycle that's in their family. You know, I do wish, this is what I do wish, that they tell their real true story. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that is, I would rather listen to that than to see Chrisean. And also, I think this is all a cover up from, let's try to get off this Ronnie Doe situation and what happened to Ronnie. Why is he no longer here? Is Ronnie's really the baby daddy of Chrisean Jr.? Did you lie all about that? Nobody's gonna ever forget that, Chrisean. Just know that. Just know that. We're never gonna forget that that man was fighting for to see if that was his child, and soon as that day is about to come up, he gets unalived. We're never gonna forget that. For those that with common sense, that know how to think deep enough, that think logically, you know. So just an evil dark soul, and you can just extorting you, girl, please. I'm my child. I just had to come talk about that. If you watch all the way through, I want to let you know that I love you, and I will be back to YouTube permanently soon. I'm out, you guys.